Good evening. This is CTV News for Friday, June 30th. I'm Denise Douglas.
And I'm Byron Scott. Glad to have you with us tonight. Well, healthcare continues to be the big topic, hot topic on Capitol Hill. New analysis of the Senate GOP bill to replace Obamacare shows that over time, Medicaid cuts would be deeper than originally reported. The CBO says 35% of the program would be cut over the next 20 years. We caught up with Senator Ben Cardin at a business roundtable event today and asked him what the potential impact would be on people in the state of Maryland.
The Congressional Budget Office confirmed what we all thought was the case, and that is the bill that the Republican leadership brought out in the Senate is even more severe than the bill in the House. If President Trump called the House bill mean, this is even meaner. The Medicaid cuts are more severe in the Senate recommended Republican bill. We have 1.2 million Marylanders that are in the Medicaid program today. There was an expansion of over 200,000 under the Affordable Care Act. It will be devastating to those who are on the program, but it affects everyone because it means less people pay their bills, more cost shifting to those of us who have health insurance. It means a disruption of where facilities are located in Maryland. It would affect.
Earlier this week, President Trump tweeted that Republican senators were working on the bill with zero help from Democrats. Cardin says that's untrue. He says he asked his Senate colleagues to join him in an effort to craft a bill both sides of the aisle can agree upon.
As you may know, the Washington Suburban Sanitary Commission is changing its billing system, but first, it has to figure out the process for designing and implementing a new rate structure. Today, commissioners for the water utility met at its Laurel headquarters. This is the first in a series of special meetings that will be held to discuss the rate-setting process and seek public input.
People need to be able to pay for this essential service for at least for the minimum amount of water that they need to survive. It's not a matter of age, it's not a matter of ability, it's really a matter of income. Being older doesn't necessarily mean you can't afford water. Unfortunately, there are far too many among us that are under 65, younger than me, that due to circumstances often beyond their control, have to make tough choices between paying their water and sewer bill or buying food or having heat.
WSSC says the goal is to send rate structure recommendations to Prince George's and Montgomery County officials in September. It expects to adopt a new billing system in June 2018.
And Prince George's police are looking for 3 people who stole a dirt bike at gunpoint. It happened Sunday night in Fort Washington. Here is a photo of the bike. Police say a 17-year-old tried to sell it on social media. They say these 3 guys here met the teen at his grandparents' house, but instead of forking over cash, they pulled out a handgun.
Screenshots from
They pull out a gun on him. They try at first to put the dirt bike in the back of a Ford Escape. They were unsuccessful in that. So then one of the suspects jumps on top of the dirt bike and takes off with it. So that is currently under investigation.
And here's the license plate of that silver Ford Escape, 6BZ4385. If you see this vehicle, you're asked to call police.
A fiery crash claimed the life of a motorist in Brandywine this morning. It happened around the area of Brandywine and Gibbons Church roads. Authorities say the vehicle overturned and caught fire, trapping the driver inside. The crash is under investigation. You see scene footage right there. Meantime, it was deadly night as well on several roads. Just after 8:30 last night, Gerald Stockton lost control of his motorcycle and landed in a grassy median in Accokeek. He was pronounced dead at a hospital. A second accident in Accokeek left 67-year-old James Hill dead. 3 vehicles collided at the intersection of Indian Head Highway and Pine Drive. The passengers of the other 2 vehicles were taken to the hospital with minor injuries. Drivers on area highways are being warned to be alert for highway workers. Summer is construction season, and the Maryland Department of Transportation wants you to stay alert and slow down when construction is taking place. Last year, 6 people lost their lives in the Maryland work zones. On average, though, 700 workers are killed each year on the nation's highways.